What's up, you movie collecting maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and it's another movie haul, so let's just get right into it, not waste any more time. Some cool stuff in here, stuff I've been wanting to get in the collection for a long time, some that are just unusual treats that I have no idea about, and I'm looking forward to checking out. So let's just dive right in. The first one up is a French Euro sleaze horror slasher flick. I don't know what year. It is 1988, and this one looks insanely fun. It's got Bridget Leahy in it, who's a favorite of mine. It's directed by Jess Franco, who is interesting. He's an interesting director, I guess. This is Faceless. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I've never seen it before. I've only really heard of it when Severin was putting it out, but always wanted to kind of pick it up, but never got around to it and found it for a cheap price, so picked it up for the collection. But yeah, I don't really know much about it other than it's like an 80s Euro sleaze slasher flick, but there's Bridget Leahy right there, nursing it up. But yeah, I don't even know, it gives off Telly Savalas, isn't this? So Telly Savalas is in this, and Caroline Munro. All right, I'm going to have to watch this one now. I didn't realize she was in this. Yeah, I don't know if it's got like a Giallo-esque style to it or what, or if it's just a general slasher flick. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting, and now that I know that it has the old Caroline Munro, definitely going to check it out. Not that I had doubts before. But Faceless, really cool. Looking forward to checking this one out sometime soon. But let's mosey on over here and grab the next one, which is, I was going to say it's a more modern film, but this is like probably 20 years old now, or 15. But I watched it actually yesterday, and I don't know, I've just been wanting to check it out for a while now, and I realized I only have this on DVD. So I wanted to upgrade it and picked it up for a good price. I got the 4K Ultra, Blu-ray, and digital on this one. And I did watch the digital because I'm lazy. I didn't want to come upstairs to the movie room and grab it. But it is Steven Spielberg's The War of the Worlds remake. I always really enjoyed this one, but there are parts of this movie where I couldn't stand when I saw it in theaters, and then when I watched it years after. And when I watched it again after so long, after not seeing it for some time, I had the same gut reaction of like, what the fuck were they thinking when they did these certain scenes? Pissed me off to this day. When Tom Cruise's son runs off up the hill towards the battle like a dumbass, with no weapon in hand. He's just so inspired, and all the other people are running up there with him. I'm like, what is wrong with this? The logic in some of these human characters are completely jackass stupid. I don't know if it was like a patriotism thing or something after 9/11, or I don't know what it was, but you don't run unarmed at an alien race that can't even be killed by the military and expect something good's going to happen to you. But I always thought that was stupid. I hated his kid's character. Nothing against the actor. I just didn't like the way he was written. He was just a dickhead. I'm too invested in this movie. What other stupid... There was something else that was stupid. The mother character, I can't stand her. I can't stand that. Well, she's an awesome actress. Miranda Otto, I think her name is, from Lord of the Rings. Couldn't stand her as the wife. She was such a bitch. It reminded me too much of stuff that I've been through personally, so I was like, I couldn't stand that character. And she's just like, they're all unscathed at the very end of the movie, and like, Tom Cruise went through hell. Also, whatever her name is, I always forget her name, but the young kid, she does a great job in this. She's not an annoying child actor. She was played naturally, so. And the special effects are awesome. The Tim Robbins part, his character, I can't take him seriously, even though he's awesome in Jacob's Ladder, and also Shawshank Redemption. But I can't take him as a serious psychotic or whatever when Tom Cruise is like trapped with him in the basement. I always find it comical. Like, I imagine just watching it and Steven Spielberg's directing him and just like, God, he's really not nailing this part, but let's just get this out of the way and get this scene done. Because I just never bought him as this tough, crazy person that was like a threat to them. But yeah, the movie is pretty crazy and brutal and over the top, and there's set pieces that are really outrageous in it. I'm going to spend most of this time talking about this damn movie. I guess I have a lot of stuff to say about it. Oh yeah, the whole when they're in the truck scene and being overwhelmed because everyone wants their vehicle and people are acting like zombies. Like, this is the second day, not even the second day the alien's been around, and people are so desperate they're willing to bash in windshields and rip it with their bare hands just to get into this vehicle. Like, the vehicle's going to make you any more safer when you're approaching a ferry that you have to wait to get onto. I'm gonna move on. I actually do like this movie, but there are parts of this movie that I can't stand. But overall, I enjoy the film. That's why I bought it, because there are some the first rising of the tripods out of New York is awesome. That one's always my favorite scene. But yeah, War of the Worlds. I'm gonna stop talking because I got more stuff to go through. This wasn't a review on War of the Worlds. Sorry about that. Up next is the Kung Fu Instructor. I got an 88 films movie, and I always don't know what the hell I'm going to own and what I don't own, especially with the Shawscope box sets. I have volume 1, 2, and 3, and I always double check because I want to make sure I'm not double dipping as something I already have in the box set. This one I don't have in the box sets. I don't know if it'll come out in future ones, but this was dirt cheap, so I figured I'd pick it up because I love Shaw Brothers Kung Fu stuff. And grabbed it up and want to check it out, but I got to check out the box sets because I'm so far behind on those ones. But this one's an all-region one, even though it has this kind of, I think it's a British thing. But I checked it's an A and B region, so good to go in there. And yeah, I got nothing more to say about it. Don't know it, but if you have seen it and you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Let me know what you think about War of the Worlds. But up next, awesome film that is very underrated. It's based off a Dean Koontz movie or book, and directed by Stephen Sommers of the Mummy fame. But I've always loved this one. Got a great cast, great story. Kind of reminds me a lot of Donnie Darko for some reason, but more energized and fun. It is Odd Thomas with Anton Yelchin, who unfortunately passed away at a young age, but he's made some really awesome characters through his career. This one is probably my favorite. I love this movie to death. Really cool. A guy you can see kind of go, I don't even know how you'd even describe him. He sees things that show up that nobody else can see that kind of congregate when people are going to die. And the whole premise of it is that he's seen more than he's ever seen at one time, and he's scared that there's going to be some kind of big terrorist attack. So he's trying to figure out what's going on. He's following clues. He's got an awesome girlfriend who's always got his back. They're probably my favorite couple on screen. They're just the best, perfect couple on screen. But the movie is just so much damn fun. Highly recommend it. Maybe I'll do a showcase on it or something like that if anyone's interested. It's just a really, really cool, fun movie that's awesome. It's fun. It's a feel-good, fun movie. But let's keep moving along before I say anything else stupid. We got, and I'm sick, so I'm all stuffy, and if I sound all nasally, I've been off and on sick for a couple days now, but I'm feeling good. That's why I'm doing the videos. But this is Tony Scott film, very famous. Quentin Tarantino wrote it. Got Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette. If you haven't guessed, it is True Romance. And I picked up the Arrow Video kind of like deluxe box set 4K here, which I didn't realize was just a 4K, no Blu-ray or anything like that, but I can play it downstairs. Yeah, I try not to get, like you've heard me say before in the past, I don't really hunt out 4K films. I don't really need them on 4K. And I don't really I have one 4K player downstairs, but not everywhere else in the projector and stuff like that. But yeah, I just couldn't pass up this cool looking box set with a bunch of extras and things like that. And I think I just have it on DVD, so I bypassed Blu-ray altogether for this one. And just a cool film in general, one that I have to watch. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I do remember things vividly. But you'll have to check it out again. But the cast is amazing. I mean, you have Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Christopher Walken. Just a cool cast across the board. But yeah, good film. And of course, everyone knows that mostly. But let's move on to a movie that I'm still mixed on, but I picked it up just because there are moments in this movie that really stick with you long after viewing. But it does meander a bit. It's not the most succinct movie that this guy has done. But this is a Jordan Peele film. You either love him or you hate him. I love pretty much every movie he's done. But he does tend to get too... I don't know if it's political or just he gets into his social kind of storytelling too much, but that's his thing. It's cool. I like all his movies, but this one was a little iffy. I love Us to death, but this one is Nope, and it's kind of it's a weird movie, but there's parts that really stick with me. A lot of the I mean, I don't want to give stuff away because it's more of like it's a mysterious movie that you have to watch for yourself to kind of get the premise. But there's this concept where you can hear the screams and yells of people, and that's how you know this thing. I'm not going to say what it is near. It's just very unsettling when you hear it, and then when it's revealed what that is actually the noise. But yeah, it's a movie that, like I said, it meanders into places you don't need to go. There's characters you don't really need, or backstories, I guess, on characters like this guy right here. You don't need that shit in there. It just drags it out. It makes it more muddled than anything. I mean, you can have the character there. We don't need to know about his monkey experience on a kid's TV show. It was just odd. I mean, there's more context to that, and it does make sense somewhat because of what they're dealing with. I could go without it. But I am a very talkative guy today. Nope. Let's move it on. Let's move it on to a fun film that I want to check out. I've seen the review for it, and so I feel like I've seen the movie. Red Letter Media did I don't know if it was on Best of the Worst or what. I think it was on a Best of the Worst. But this movie just seems like a lot of fun. It's L.A. Wars, otherwise known as La Wars by the crew. But if you definitely check out the Best of the Worst that has this one in it, so you can see the film for yourself. But it's a lot of crazy action, brutal over the top stuff, things blowing up all over the place, dialogue that you have to hear to believe. It's just a fun film that I mean, from what I saw from their review, I definitely have to sit down and see the whole thing. But I saw the highlights, and from what I saw, I knew I needed to watch it and own it myself. So I picked up the MVD release. MVD had maybe a week or two ago, they had a sale for a lot of their stuff dirt cheap. So I picked up like 9 or 8 of their stuff. Cool stuff. LA Wars. But let's move it on to the last one. And it's a movie I did a showcase on, so you can check that video out. It's from Mondo Macabro, and it's an Indonesian magic supernatural horror flick. It is The Hungry Snake Woman. Susanna is the lead role in this one, and the effects and story are batshit crazy like any flick that this director has done before. I'm going to butcher this name. Sisworo Gautama Putra. This is right up. Every film that he's ever made is pretty much just like this, just in different variations. But it is a recipe that is so damn entertaining and weird that you don't get bored by it by any means. But yeah, this film is fun, awesome. Check out that video. Yeah, that's why it's in the collection. It's batshit insane. I'm trying to collect all of that guy's stuff, but he has a lot of movies, and some aren't really available. But this is going to be my movie haul video for today. Hopefully you guys dug it and saw some stuff you want to pick up for yourself. A lot of cool ones in here. But that is it. So hopefully you like that one. Hopefully you'll like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below, because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you all at the next Lucid Nightmare. See ya!